Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to another of my card making tutorials. Oh, sorry for that noise there, I forgot I was holding my mic. And today I'm going to be making some cards using some die cuts. So for those of you who are new to card making and thinking, what is she talking about? That sounds really dangerous, dyeing and cutting and whatever. I don't know why these crafting names jargon comes around. I watched quite a funny little video the other day of crochet terms and how rude they are, potentially rude they are, and I sometimes think the same about our terms for card making. But anyway, that's the way it is. So there are these tools called dies, and they are basically made from metal. Very clever things. I will show you them in a minute. And when pressed onto cardstock, they have the amazing ability to cut the most intricate patterns and shapes so that you can use them for your card making, scrapbooking, whatever other paper craft projects you want to do. And to be fair, it saves us crafters, us paper artists, a lot of time. It saves us having to sit and cut with scissors or Stanley surgical knives or whatever. Now I know there's a whole other craft of paper cutting where people literally do it by hand, and it is incredible. So I'm not taking away from that. I think it is wonderful if you're able to do that and you've got the time to do it. But for us paper crafters who like to get things done a little bit quicker, like card makers want to get things done sooner, the die cutting machines are awesome. So I'm going to say a quick hello to everyone on the live. Hello Anne, Mindy, Lisa, Bonnie, lovely to see you. Hope you're okay. Hi Heather, hi Jenny, how's the holiday? Hi Anne, hi Hazel, hi Mel. Great to see you all. Alright, desk view, get my lamp on. And I'll show you, I've already pre-cut a whole load of different dies because I thought I'd save the time to do some colouring with you. I'm also trying not to allow some of these to fall on the floor. All got a bit muddled up with my dies, but I will show you these beautiful dies. Oh yeah, I just already dropped a couple there. Right, let's get it let's get you seeing what I'm about to do. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hi Sheila. Hi Monica. Love the intro and the changing colours. Oh, good. Yes, I had a little bit of a play and I've changed things up a bit. So I was particularly inspired by this die set, which is covered under here. And, oh gosh, got things sticking to it as well. Alright, want to make sure those don't get lost. So this pretty die set comes with a really nice stamp set too. I used the florals from it the other week. It's called Lifetime of Love. It's quite funny really, the irony. Lifetime of Love dies. Oh dear. Yep, this is what happens when we have words that are usually mean one thing get used for something else. I don't know how it came about, this word. I really don't. But if anyone wants to enlighten me. Yeah, so this is a die, one of these. And as I said, when that is pushed then into cardstock, you then get this awesome result. You get one of those. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to cut out a whole load of prettiness, and that's what we've got here, and then arrange them onto a nice piece of DSP. So I've pre-cut some of the wood grain DSP using a nice kind of frame die. And don't worry, I'm going to go through all the different dies collections that I used. I will go through that at the end because I have them all sitting and waiting here for me to show you. So if anyone asks in the chat, I will respond and just say, oh, I'm going to show it at the end. So keep watching. Alright, so my plan was just to do a little bit of designing. I've still got stuff out from yesterday. Some designing using particularly some of these frame like ones and then do some colouring in, because although you could use lots of different cardstock, coloured cardstock to cut these out, sometimes you might not know what colour you want to use straight away. So the other option is to cut these out using white or vanilla, and then decide later on, and then colour in with, I'm planning to use some of my Stampin' blends to do that. So I've got these lovely wreath-like ones, and I've seen some lovely cards where people have layered these up together, and I thought it would be really nice just to see how that would work. So there you go, you can see it coming along there. And then we've got these beautiful frames as well, and then I cut out some really lovely leaves and flowers from various other die sets to accompany what I'm doing here. So you can see that, you know, I've got some really pretty ones. And I've still can't find my little, I did find some little scissors in the house, but I forgot to bring them in here, so I've still got my silly left-handed ones here, but anyway, they work. So that's what's going to get used tonight. I'm just going to cut these off because I don't actually need those on the frame. Then, as part of these ones, love never dies, a lifetime of love dies, I don't know. There are these stalky bits, and there were some of these little flowers, and I think these flowers are designed to be perhaps stuck onto there like so. So I may attempt to do that. It's going to be interesting, but we'll do that. And then I also use some other dies to cut out various. I've got various flowers here ready to use. So I think what I might do is just dig out my little tool kit here. Got my little tools, and I want to use. Oh, where's my little? Oh, I want to find the end bit that would normally go on there, but oh, I don't know where that is. Oh well, for now that's fine. I found this, so that will have to do. So let's have a think. What colour then could I colour in these really pretty vines? I mean, I think green, you know. It's kind of the obvious choice, but I want to go with something quite light. So what have I got here? This is Parakeet Party from the other year. I've got light parakeet and dark parakeet. Unfortunately, these colours are retired, but unfortunately for you, but there is another. I think you can purchase Lemon Lime Twist. Is that a colour option in the catalogue? Let's have a. I was going to have a quick look to check, because Parakeet Party's really quite close to Lemon Lime Twist, so you'll be fine. Want to use that instead. Just got to find all the colours. Yes, it is available. There we go. So it is available as Lemon Lime Twist. Alright, so I think let's do the darker, let's do the vine bit as slightly darker colour, like so. And I'm not going to worry too much if I miss it a little bit, or if I hit a leaf by accident. I'm not going to overthink it too much. There we go. Right, who's on here? I'd be lost without my die cutting machine. I'm counting how many times the word joy is in Philippians. Good. That's a fun thing to do. It is quite used quite a lot, isn't it? Is it consider it all joy when you suffer for my name, rejoice in the Lord always. Well, oh no, that doesn't really count because rejoice. Is it my joy's complete when blah blah? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so for any of you who are familiar with Philippians, let's see if we can, without looking up the internet, no cheating on Google now. Who knows any verses in Philippians that have got the word joy in it? Yes, no cheating, Sheila, either. You can only just, well, mind you, I presume you're doing it straight from your Bible. Ah, it's your Bible study class. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder if Philippians is the book that has the most joys in it. I wonder. All right. Jen, are you back home? So, what's the weather been like here in Wales today? It was a little bit rainy this morning, so I have a friend who I don't get to see super often because she has been a teacher, so we try and catch up in the holidays. And she said, "Oh, what are you doing Thursday afternoon?" So I was like, "Yeah, I can come see you." And she said, "Oh, well, I'm got to do some decorating, so it will motivate me to get it done, you know, if I'm seeing you in the afternoon." So I said, "Well, I can come help." So I went up to help her do a bit of painting, hence I've got paint on my arms, and basically have a good old catch up. And I hadn't seen her since the wedding, so I had to update her on that. And what else? Yeah, so her daughter's been abroad. Actually, she's been an au pair in the US, and her daughter's on her way back in 3 weeks, so we were decorating a room. So that's what I was doing today, and I ended up spending a bit more time at hers than I intended, but it was good. And then I came home and I cooked a roast dinner because we had I bought a chicken yesterday, and I was clearing out. You know, sometimes you have food that's just in packets that's been around a little while. I discovered a packet of the mix that you kind of to make tacos or enchiladas or something like that, and it was kind of out of date, but I figured that the dry ingredients, like the spices and the powders, they'd be fine. So I decided to coat the chicken in the nice powder, and it worked. So I made a very tasty roast chicken. So I like this. I think it's going to look even more amazing against that blue. How pretty is that? And now I've got the delight of choosing some flowers to go on here. So some of these flowers have got holes in. Don't quite know why the smaller ones have holes in. I mean, why would they do that? But there we go. I've got some of those. I'm thinking a nice pink. What do you think? What's this one? Light Flirty Flamingo. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Valerie. Can we use our Bible? It's not the internet. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Oh, this one's nearly running out, I think. Ah! Oh, I've got ink on me. Right, let's see if this end works. Now, the great thing about the Stampin' blends is that they do really blend. So, I'm going to grab then also Dark Flirty Flamingo, just to pop a little bit of colour on the inside, like so. Then blend that through onto the petal, and we get this gorgeous subtle kind of change of colour there. I don't know if that's going to pick up. It's very delicate, super pretty. Right, oh, I'm going to be here for a little while, everybody. I'm going to try and go as quick as I can. I know what, I won't do too many. I don't think I actually need loads on here, because I like the look of the green. Let's just go for 3 of those. I wonder if these would benefit from a nice little dimensional, not dimensional, gem on these. All right, that. And then what if I go in with darker pink? That's a bit easier because my brush tip works on this. Of course, I could have cut these out with a coloured cardstock. If you were going to be making lots of these, that's what I would recommend. But let's go for light melon mambo in the centre, like that. A little bit there to blend those in. Okay. And then I want to bring my little tool, this one here. So it's just basically, it's got a little ball on the end. This is great for shaping flowers. I don't know if it's going to shape this one. Might have to do a little. There we go. A little bit of extra manipulation on that. Yep. Hi, Alfie. The use by as a guideline. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think with dry stuff, it definitely is. And then the other thing I had was I bought a packet of like a kit to make your own biltong for my son, and he hadn't used it, so I just opened the packet and it had like a packet of like coriander and some other spices. So I cut up some cauliflower and some peppers and threw in some of the coriander kind of spices into it with some of the Japanese spice mix before roasting it, and that tasted lovely. And it was sort of like every so often you get a real kind of hit of coriander seeds. So obviously if you like coriander, that's nice. Right, I am going to add just one big flower because I don't actually want it to be all the same all the way around this wreath. So I think it'll be nice to have a focal point or some kind of focal point. So let's have a little. sort of larger focal point, I think, and then right now this is going to be interesting to stick down. What? I wonder what glue you guys would recommend for this. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I'm almost tempted to use the Stampin' Up clear glue. If I can control the amount of wet glue carefully, I think it's doable. Let's try it. If I put glue on the leaves. Okay, here we go. Little dabs, tiny weeny, the littlest dabbers in the world. Littlest dabbers? What did I just say? Littlest dabs. It's like a little touch of glue, tiny little like pinhead of glue. And I'm ignoring the long, thin bits. I think you just have to go, you know, when it's down, it's down. That's it. You're just going to have to push. That's it. Find the places that I put the glue. Okay. That's just going to have to do. I guess I could get my silicone mat. Where did I put it? I clipped all my silicone mats together the other day so I'd find them easier to find. Oh. That's weird. Oh well, I can't find them. I'm just going to use the cloth just to do that. Okay, let's do that. Hi Gina. Gina's taking a break from yard work. Ah, nice. Your daughter got some shopping at Tesco Saturday. Ah, yeah, I think if it's meat that I tend to be a bit cautious of, but if it's yeah. I think I have a friend who produces edibles, and she said it's like a legal requirement that they have to put, like, even like confectionery that can last for years and years, they have to put like a year from the date it's manufactured. So right, so I don't want to completely go opposite. I'm going to go opposite and then scoot it around a little bit like that. Okay, flatten it down. I know, I've got a silicone mat somewhere, and I do have some spare sponges. The thing is about using the spongy technique, I wonder if it just gets to the point where the sponge just gets all completely gunked up. Yeah, I've seen Nadina Rico do it. Actually found a pack of my sponges the other day. Years ago, Stampin' Up used to sell sponges, and that's what we would use for doing our ink blending and adding colour onto the edges of things before they came out with the brushes. Right. Last one going on. Night, Heather. Other ways to do it with a toothpick. That's a good idea. Right, I've flipped it over. I'm just going to give the whole thing a really good rub. You don't rinse it out. Yeah. Oh, that's looking lovely. All right, so I definitely want one of those big flowers. Oh, now I could theoretically use dimensionals for this. We do have some nice small ones that would fit onto the back of some of them. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Super tiny. I'm getting Glenna vibes from this card. I don't think Glenna's watching, but she'll probably watch this on the replay. But this reminds me of a card that Glenna would make. She loves making little delicate things. Right, because that's got a hole in it, not quite sure what to do. I guess if I did use a dimensional, let me see if that will fit underneath it without showing. I could just put a gem over the top, couldn't I? And hide that white centre. That's what I'll do. Oop. Stay. There we go. One last. Oh, is that two last ones to do? Now, I do feel the need to do some sort of splattage on this, but I think some white splattage would look very nice. What do you all think? Right, let's get some pretty little pearls to put on here. Oh, yes. So pretty. Oh, isn't that lovely? Reminds you of cherry blossoms. Yes. Yes, or you could colour it in with the blend, of course. Oh, that is so nice. Right, I've got some basic beige here. I think that would look just so nice on there, wouldn't it? I don't know whether to make, I just want to make the centre of that a little bit darker. This is light real red. I'm just going to put a little bit more, just so that you've got a bit of a focal point there for your eye to see. There we go. Yes, it definitely reminds me of cherry blossoms. So nice. Okay. I'm not going to stick that down right now. I'm going to move on to the next one. Now I think I might just leave that white, the frame white, and I'm going to go in and colour the leaves of this in light parakeet. Just go gently around there. Now, I'm thinking what I might do is cut out with my flower punch some flowers that are actually going to cover up this flower, because I'm kind of using this as a base to put some other foliage over the top of. So I've got that lovely leaf. I've got two of those. The only thing is they go in the same direction, and I kind of feel that can only go that way. But I have got other ones that I could use. Got that. That. Okay, so I'll do this one in dark. Whoa. Oh dear, I've got butterfingers tonight. I'm going to do this in dark parakeet party. So the other way you can add or make colour darker using the blends is just to go over and over and over the same spot, and that will intensify the colour there. That's quite nice. Then I'm going to do that on here as well. Ooh. Okay. Then I'm thinking these ferny ones could be in a slightly darker colour. Let's go for granny apple green. Dark granny apple green. Let's go for you then. I'll pick some bits out. There we go. Don't need you. What dyes am I using? I'm going to go through them at the end, Gina. There were so many that I thought I'm not going to bore you guys with going through them right now. I'll do those. I'll go through it all at the end. There's several sets that I've used, but the main structural ones are the Lifetime of Love. But some of these are from like the Ferns set, the ones I can't even remember the name of. Snip that out. Okay, coming along. I'm going to punch out now some flowers with this punch because I think I just want to cover up. Definitely want that big flower there. And it makes sense that that one goes there. But I want it nice and full, so I might have 3 layers. Extravagant. Such extravagance. Hi, Janice. Oh, no, let's colour in first. Let's do some colouring in. So I'm just having a quick think what I'm going to do. Right, let's... This might be a nice one for me to do with my class this month. Oh, next week. Not next week, the week after. My card making class in town. because I've got a feeling if I'm going to be sticking this over the top of that delicate die cut, that one, we don't actually necessarily need to stick the delicate die cut to the paper. I can use the flowers to sort of anchor it down. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, I will demonstrate it. But when I'm sticking die cuts, I'm always kind of looking for ways to cheat a little bit, to be honest. So, right, now I only need to really put shading on the top one. Yeah, no, I think I'll just go for 2 of those. So I'm giving this one an extra bit of love. Oh, I've just coloured that in completely. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. What was that? Light melon mambo. You know what? I'm going to go for a darker colour. Dark melon mambo. That would be good. There we go. Oh, let's do that there as well. Right, let's do a little bit of tweezering. So I'm just going to go around the petals of this flower. And I'm just giving it a little twist with my pointy nose tweezers. So. And I can feel that the alcohol is still not completely dried from here. It feels a little bit damp. That's kind of helping with the shaping of that, so that's okay. Oh, Mary, congratulations! Happy retirement day. Awesome. Oh, well done, Vicky. Vicky Vanderverse. So for those of you who have joined later on, Sheila was just saying that she's doing a study where she's trying to find all the references to joy in the book of Philippians. And so I was challenging people to find them if they had their Bibles. So that's what I think Vicky's doing. Extravagance. I'm making these flowers with 2 dimensionals. But it's nice to have all that layering, isn't it, sometimes? I'll just do that. Ugh, oh, sweet. Now, I don't like the cream showing now, so artist prerogative, I'm going to just do some more colouring, because I figured that even if the flowers here show, actually they kind of, if the outer edge shows, they just look like leaves, so it's all good. It's just, but if they're just left very vanilla, they kind of look obvious and I don't like it. So let's, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue, just a tiny little dab there and there. And I think I'm going to have to do some little sprig or something just at the top to anchor that bit down, because that's not obviously stuck down at all, and I don't want to stick it down. But I'm going to add a big blob of glue there. And put a big blob there. I'm just going to hold it for 20. Ah, I miss that lifetime of love. It's gone on my list now. What do you mean it's gone on your list? Oh, it's gone on, you've put it on your list. Sorry, I thought you meant it's gone. Yeah, it's gone on your list. Got you. Good. Okay, so let's bring back then these little extra sprigs that I was going to use. Ooh, I managed to insert that quite nicely, so I'm just going to put a tiny little dab there of glue. Bit too much glue on that. Okay, and then we're going to have a little spriglet thing there, but I could stick those on with dimensionals. Let's see if I can hide a dimensional there. I can. So let's get that like so. And I've got these little things to go on. So I've got this nice little sort of curly fern thing happening. So I can hide the glue of that underneath the skirts of the flower there. So I'm just going to push down that first layer there. I'm just going to use that to push down onto it. And then I thought I had another little sprig. I do. A little sprig there. So I'll pop that there like that. And then there, I think. Yes. Yes, the background does look like denim. Oh yes, I remember that. Fluorescence, yeah, it's pretty. That's a really pretty set. Okay. So, as I said earlier, I think it would be nice just to put a little sprig of something up here. Just going to see if I can find a tiny, weeny little... Ooh, look, there's a tiny little leaf that could potentially go on there. And then just put a smallish flower. I don't want to detract too much from the main proceedings. That's just dark parakeet party. And I'll pop a little bit of glue there. I'm going to just cut off a little bit of that. And that's just holding down then that lovely arch into place. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, those would look rather nice. And then a tiny little one up there. Okay. How pretty is that? Alright, so that's number 2. One more to go. Okay, so this one, I'm wondering if we do it to the side, like so. Something a bit different. I've got loads of stuff left over. Rather than colouring too much in, I'm actually going to go for the palest colours that I've got here and just do a little hint of colour. I'm not actually going to colour in the leaves. I'm going to colour just the stems. Let's just do stems here. So you get this, just a little hint of colour happening. Will be there. Oh, now I did say I was going to have a go with these stems that, I think they're meant to have things stuck on them, but shall I try? It's going to take a bit of patience sticking these on. So let's have a look. We've got these little flowers. And these kind of sideways flowers. Oh, I don't know. Just trying to find them all. And as I said, I just want a little hint of colour. So I'm just going to focus on putting colour on in the middles of these, so that the predominant colour still is very vanilla. Yes, Citrus Blooms Dyes is the one that, the big dye that cut out the frame. It's very pretty, it's such a lovely shape. Oh, I think I'm running out of this pen. Alright, so I'm just going to go for it and stick this down. I'm kind of getting a bit braver with this dye. Just going to go for it. You kind of have to just decide where it's going to go and just go for it and stick it down. And keep tapping until the glue takes. Okay. See you, Alfie. So I've got 2 spaces for class tomorrow if anyone wants to join. It's a scrapbooking class. So you just need to have lots of floral, well, I say lots. If you've got textured floral and some other types of leaves and leaf type stamps, then you'll be fine. And you need 3 pieces of either very vanilla or basic white 12 by 12. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that is so sweet. Although I've got to stick a flower there yet, so I might have those come there instead. And And 1 piece of coloured cardstock. Just realised that one's missing a bit. Oh, I'm not missing a bit. I thought I was missing a bit then. And what else do you need? Well, the ingredients are all listed on the book when description anyway. So if you want to book a class with me, go to bookwen / or is it bookwen.com / artfulstampin, and you can book through there. Oop. That's cute. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to stick that on. Stick that one on like that. Because I know I can stick something else over the top of it. Right, so I just want, as I said, a little hint of colour. And as this pen's running out, that's all you're getting, is a hint of colour on that one. That's a bit brighter, that one. All right, tweezers. Oh, good, Patricia. You've pulled out some colours already. Oh, sorry, stamps already. Good. Did you see the sneak peeks earlier in the week of what I've done? You like the flowers with just the centres done in pink. Yeah, it's very delicate, isn't it? It was because I was trying to save time as well, to be honest. Because it takes a little bit of time to colour them in. Alright, so I still want to add some additional flowers. So I've got flowers to go there, but I'm thinking I want some slightly bigger ones. Oh, I could do one of those. See if I can eke out a little bit more of this pink. Squishy, 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 squishy. Okay. Give it a couple of little dots. Give it a little tweezer. I was going to say squeezer. No, it's tweezer. Little tweezer. Brilliant. Get that on there. No hanging about. Right, and then I can use the rest of these to just stick in. I think I might have to cut these a bit smaller. So I'm going to just cut the tiniest of pieces. This is going to be fun. I don't have many nails on this. My nails keep breaking. No. This is where I resort to tweezers. Tweezers really are quite a marvellous invention, I'll have you know. There we go. Get some on there. Got a couple more here. I feel like I could just do with a little bit more greenery on that side. I got something delicate that could go there. This is the fern from Cheerful Daisy. Such a little pretty thing. Okay. I just add another dimensional to the bottom of that flower because it can cope. Okay. Right, one more flower. Keep in there, I think. How sweet! Oh, I've got these tiny weeny little pieces hanging about now, but that's okay. All right, I'm not going to stick them onto a card base. I'm done for this evening. And let's grab a piece of that's my. I'm just going to get a bit of background paper for you to. I didn't want to hide those centres, so I'm just going to pop some gems around the place instead. Okay, so got number 1 there, number 2. Actually, number 2 could also go that way if you wanted it to. And number 3. How sweet are they? Let's pull out a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah, sure, Janice. I've scheduled another one for October 26th. So, I think it's the 26th. Yeah. And, okay. So, I promised I would tell you all the different die sets that I used. So, are you ready? I will list them in the description, so don't worry if you haven't got time to take note right now. Oh, one's missing its case, but I know what that one's called. Right, so the big old frame came from Citrus Blooms. It's this one here, and that's the Citrus Blooms dies. Then Flowers of Beauty I used to cut out, because it's got that lovely big, all those flowers in one. I did cut out some other bits, but I didn't end up using it. But yeah, all these ones, and those ones, they came from this one, and that is Flowers of Beauty. Then Lifetime of Love was the main one that I used, which, if that's the only die set you have, then you can do quite a lot of this, and it's just a case of playing around, because there's that die in there, and also this lovely leafy thing here. So, you know, you don't necessarily need anything else. Also, the stalk and those flowers, the stalk and flowers came from that set, and and hopefully they've put them in on, like, all on one die, so it's, because it'd be so easy to lose if those were individuals, but with them all together it's so much better. So that's the main one, Lifetime of Love. Then Sentimental Park, I used these lovely flowers here because they had a really nice kind of indent in them, which creates a really nice texture. I used it on those ones. So those are super pretty, and they also have some other flower dies in there. Then Wild Ferns, there's that one. I think I just used one of the corner ones, and that one there. And again, that is connected. These are two leaves, but they're connected. But there's quite plenty in there I could have used. And then Cheerful Daisies is this one here. I don't know where the thing's gone to, but I used the, oh, did I put it back? Yeah, it's at the bottom. Was it at the bottom? Yes, that ferny one, and I just added those little ferns to there, that one. So again, you didn't necessarily have to have this one. It was just, I fancied using it because I have them. So, but yeah, they're really fun to do and look fabulous against that dark background of the wood grain paper, which, by the way, you get 15% off it at the moment. It's £9.99 for a pack of the papers, and you get 12 sheets. So that's less than £1 a sheet for this gorgeous 12 by 12 paper. So there you have it. All right, so let me know which one's your favourite. You've got 1, 2 or 3. The colours I used mainly, excuse me, were light Parakeet Party and dark Parakeet Party, but those are not available anymore. But so I would recommend that you bought light and dark Lemon Lime Twist. Then I do desperately need to replace this light Flirty Flamingo because it's really running out. So light and dark Flirty Flamingo, light and dark Melon Mambo. You probably could get away with using those. I did use a little bit of light Real Red, but I could have used Melon Mambo instead. So that's the 3 different colours there. And did make use of my tweezers. Those are not a Stampin' Up product, but they are widely available, these little pointy nose tweezers. And the pointy tool, or the pokey tool, is useful just for holding things down from time to time. And then the shaping tool, which is available as in the pick your, I was going to say pick your nose tool. It's not, what's it called? Take your pick. The Take Your Pick tool has one of these ends on it, which is really great for doing some shaping. So there you go. So lots of kind of flower construction tonight, which is one of my favourite things to do, I have to say. And you always get such pretty results from it. And then did make use of the very useful glue, and also the smaller dimensionals. They are handy, and some little gems. So there we go. Right. Oh, there's a spare little piece there. Shouldn't be there. Right. 3, 2, 1. I love them all, but number 3 reminds of the sakura flowers I saw in Tokyo. Yeah, I think the high contrast seems to work well, doesn't it, on that one? With the very vanilla against the blue. And I love having this wood grain. It just it's a dark enough background to add a high level of contrast, but then even within the background there's this lovely texture. It's very, very, very sweet. There we go. Ruth knocked it out of the park. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Great. Oh, thank you everybody for watching. Bonnie, continued healing for you, and take care. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for reaching to the end. We missed you on the live if you're normally on the lives, but hopefully we'll see you again. And oh, hi Ida, I didn't see you come in. I'm just rolling back to see who's here. Great to see you all. All right, take care everybody. I'm trying to think what else there is to tell you. Yeah, there's just just the 2 spaces in class tomorrow, and we're nearing the end of the DSP sale. So if you haven't got your bargains yet from that, you've only got a couple more days for that. So there we go. Hi Anne. Your Stampin' Up catalogue arrived this morning. Ooh, cool. Right, I think white splatters would look good. Oh yes, I forgot about those. Sorry. I can't wink. For some reason, I can only find my gold wing Stella. I need to have a bit of a sort out. Oh well. Yes, you could do white splatters. Definitely. Alright, lots of love everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you need any further information, all my links are in the QR code. Or just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com.